Happy Monday. Welcome to our quarterly birthday bash. We are so excited to be here and celebrate your birthday. And as we always say, how old you are is your business, but how old you look is our business. My name is Farrah Fontaine Felix. I'm a senior Cadillac sales director with Mary Kay. Excited to celebrate you this evening. And so we do this once a quarter. So let me know, make sure you let me know your name, your brand ambassador's name, the Mary Kay consultant that invited you to be here, and when is your actual birthday, okay? While you are typing that in the chat, I'm going to tell you what I have in front of me. I have a little bit of water. I have a washcloth that can get wet. You're going to want to have the samples your consultant sent me. Now, your consultants may have sent you all different samples from a representative of any of our skincare lines. I'm going to happen to be doing our Mary Kay skincare line this evening on screen. We kind of always do all different things. I'm doing the Mary Kay skincare line because we haven't done this in a while. It's really indicated for women 8 to 18. I'm just a little bit over 18, but I'm going to do it with you. But you might have our Mary Kay TimeWise line. You might have our TimeWise repair line. You might be a man watching, have our men's line. You might have our acne line. It's all good. I'll tell you what we're going to do in everything. Like every line has a cleanser, every line has a moisturizer, so we'll talk about all the things, but I'm going to be doing our Mary Kay skincare line. You may have samples of the Mary Kay skincare line. If you do, you're going to have a cleanser. Of course, I have combination to oily skin, so I'm using the mattifying cleanser in our Mary Kay skincare line, but you might have normal to dry, and therefore it would have a pink line. It would be the hydrating cleanser. I'm going to be using the moisturizer. I'm going to use the balancing toner. If you have samples of this, you don't have samples of the toner because they don't mail well. The post office does not like when we send liquids, so you'll probably just see me use this, but you won't have one. And then I'm going to be using our exfoliating scrub. If you have the TimeWise line, you might see that your strip of skin care has the 4-in-1 cleanser, antioxidant moisturizer, daytime defender, nighttime recovery. You might have an eye cream. You might have, instead of the exfoliating scrub, the microdermabrasion 2-step, which is the refine and pore minimizer. You might be using the TimeWise repair. In that case, you're going to see a foaming Voluform facial cleanser. You're going to see a lifting serum. You're going to see a day cream and a night cream. That's the moisturizers in that line. And an eye cream. You may have the Revealing Radiance facial peel. You might have the men's line. You're going to have a cleanser, a moisturizer, and that line has a shaving foam. And then you might have the acne line, like I said, and have the cleanser, a toner also, but you won't have a sample of that most likely. You'll have the oil-free moisturizer and you'll have the acne treatment gel. Okay, so I think I did a rundown of everything. If you've got something I didn't mention, that's all right. We're going to roll with it. I'm also going to do my eye makeup remover and micellar water to kick us off, because no matter what skincare regimen I use, I'm always going to kick off my regimen with my Power Pack Duo eye makeup remover and micellar water. Now tonight I happen to be wearing eye makeup, and so I need my eye makeup remover not only to remove eye makeup and you remove just the dirt and dust around my eye area, but even on nights when I don't wear eye makeup, I still need a good eye makeup remover. Okay. So even as gentle as the cleanser I'm about to use is, and I'm using the Mary Kay skincare line, so that's about as gentle as it gets cleanser wise. So even as gentle as that line is, I'm still not going to rub my cleanser around my eye area. I only use products that are for the eye, near the eye. So you'll notice I'm just gently getting rid of the dirt and dust around my eye area. We certainly do not want to end up older women with no eyelashes. So as we're celebrating birthdays and the privilege of getting older, we want to still take care of our skin no matter what. Now, as I mentioned to you, a lot of people don't realize that Mary Kay is a skincare brand and that we have all these different lines. You heard me quickly mention them, but let's kind of talk about it and take a look at it a little bit closer as I do my micellar water. So TimeWise Repair, ladies, for those of you that are in the over 50 age range or have started to see lines and wrinkles, you may be ready for our TimeWise Repair line. That has our Mary Kay Voluform Complex. It's our highest level of anti-aging as well. It's amazing. TimeWise line, that is our seminal line. It is our bread and butter. That's for my ladies that are about 18 to 50, okay? If you are 18 and something else specific isn't going on, you definitely need a skincare line and it should be anti-aging. So it's going to probably be one of those two. If you are 8 to 18 or you just prefer a skincare line that is very gentle, fast, quick, easy to use, you might try the line that I'm using today, or for your younger daughters, granddaughters, that's what I'm going to be modeling today. Luckily, all Mary Kay skincare lines mix and match with each other. So I can always do this and mix in a little anti-aging with my Time Wise, perhaps adding in a serum or something like that. The acne line, anybody struggling with acne, and the men's line. Okay, so let's really zero in on this Mary Kay skincare line that I have in front of me. So I'm going to go ahead and cleanse. So whatever line you're using, go ahead and join me in using your cleanser, whatever cleanser you've got. All of the cleansers are activated by water. So I wet my facial cloth, dipped it in, and I'm going to go ahead and wet my face. What I love about our Mary Kay skincare line, and it is an automatic kind of feed into getting your teen or preteen or tween ready for the Time Wise line when she hits that age, is similar to Time Wise. It's divided up by skin type, whether normal to dry or combination to oily. The mattifying cleanser is a gel cleanser, and the hydrating cleanser, if you're using it, is a creamy cleanser, because again, for oily skin, that's normal. I'm going to use just about a nickel-sized amount. I'm going to dot on my forehead, dot on my chin, dot on my cheeks, dot on my nose, and spread my cleanser up and out. Should get a nice lather, so sometimes I wet the tips of my fingers to get a nice lather. As with all of our products, this Mary Kay mattifying cleanser has no added fragrances. So any fragrance is just the natural smell of the plant-based products that we use. Gonna also cleanse my neck as well. And I just love the Mary Kay skincare line cleanser. A very simple cleanser that is great for those that want the simplest skincare regimen or just starting out cleansing their skin. Many of you have never used this. It's a brand new skincare line. I think it's always great to experience something, even if in whatever age range you are with the passing of this most recent birthday, you may be ready for some anti-aging. It's fine. Okay. So I just did my cleansing. I hope that you have cleansed. And now I'm going to gently remove the cleanser from my face. As I do that, I will share with you a little bit of my Mary Kay journey for those of you that I have not had the privilege to meet. I am a senior Cadillac sales director with Mary Kay. I've been building my Mary Kay business for about 17 years. When I started Mary Kay, I was practicing law full-time. I'm a lawyer by trade. And everybody always asks me, Farrah, how on earth does a lawyer wind up selling lipstick with Mary Kay? Okay. And so what happened is that my cousin who lives in Connecticut asked me to host a Mary Kay beauty experience. At that beauty experience, I ended up meeting her national sales director, who at that time was the youngest national sales director. And I think she still holds the record of having been the youngest national sales director at the time she started in Mary Kay history. She had a pink Cadillac Escalade. She was dripping in over 40 carats of diamonds she had earned with the company. And I was just impressed by what I saw. And I decided right then and there that I was going to give Mary Kay a shot, because why not? And that's what I did. Even though at the time my life was crazy, I was busy working. I was working for one of the largest law firms in the country, teaching Sunday school at my church, had a whole bunch of craziness going on. But even with all that going on, within 7 months of building my Mary Kay business, I had joined the top 1% of Mary Kay as a sales director. I had earned my very first Mary Kay career car, was loving what I was doing, and have been loving it for over 17 years. Okay. So I'm excited as we go through this evening, the rest of this evening, I'm going to be sharing with you some other parts of my journey and things I've loved about building a Mary Kay business. Now, if you are joining us here with the Mary Kay skincare line, the next thing we're going to do is the exfoliating scrub. And my face actually dried up a bit, so I'm going to dampen it up a little bit, because you do like your face to be damp with the exfoliating scrub. The exfoliating scrub, or maybe you have microdermabrasion, or maybe you're using a mask or a peel this evening, none of them need to be done every single day. Typically, for me, on Mondays, I micro, or I would do the exfoliating scrub if I was doing this line. On Wednesdays, I charcoal, no matter what age. Even your 8-year-old can use our charcoal mask. And on Fridays is facial peel Fridays. You really don't need to use the facial peel unless you're 18 and over, okay? So on Mondays, I micro. On Wednesdays, I charcoal. On Fridays, is facial peel Fridays. In sub 4, if I was under 18, I would do this exfoliating scrub on Mondays. I would still charcoal mask on Wednesdays, and I'd probably be doing our pink mask or another mask, like maybe the gel mask or a sheet mask on Fridays. We have a hydrating sheet mask that locks in moisture. We have a biocellulose mask, which in theory someone under 18 could use, but that'd be an expensive adventure for someone under 18. So I'd probably do the hydrating sheet mask, okay? And so keep your eye out. We'll probably soon do one of these MKPJ Party Mondays where I really talk more in depth about all the masks that we have. So I absolutely love the exfoliating scrub, nice and light. If you've ever done microdermabrasion, you'll see that this is a little bit lighter than microdermabrasion in terms of the level of pressure from the beads. So the exfoliating scrub is also ideal for someone who wants to exfoliate, but finds the microdermabrasion to be a bit much for them. This is a great, even if you're a time-wise girl, this is a great substitute for microdermabrasion as well, because the beads are not as strong. The beads in the microdermabrasion are aluminum oxide crystals. These are not as strong, but it still is getting the job done. Okay, I love this. All right, so now I did my exfoliating scrub. Now I'm going to do my balancing toner. Again, most likely none of you at home have this balancing toner. If you're using the 4-in-1 cleanser, the toner is built right into it. If you're using the Time-Wise, you don't really need a toner. Men's line doesn't have a toner, but you could add this for your man if he wants the toner experience. And then the Clear Proof line has its own toner. It's actually a medicated toner. That whole line is medicated as well, okay? So I love doing toners, just adding in that extra level of just feeling so nice and fresh and clean with my toner. All right, well, I let my skin dry a little bit and make sure you guys are all nice and caught up. One of the things I always share with women, as I'm sharing with them a little bit about Mary Kay, like I mentioned, is some of my favorite things about having built a Mary Kay business across 17 years. And my number one favorite thing has always been the fun, the freedom, the flexibility, and the fact that as a brand ambassador, I make 50% on everything that I sell. Woohoo, okay? I went to law school because math is not my jam, but even I can do the math of 50%. So whether you've been in Mary Kay 1 day or 25 years, you are making 50% on everything that you sell. What that looks like is I buy the products from the company at half off. I sell them to the end user for full price. And so I know a lot of times people around their birthdays are thinking about making a change, adding some extra income, doing something different. And so maybe you're here today because Mary Kay, starting a Mary Kay business, is that something different for you? When you start a Mary Kay business, you are in business for yourself, but not by yourself. Me, your beauty consultant, we're here to walk with you step by step to support you in building a business. You're not alone. We teach you everything you need to know. We work within teams, and you'll have the opportunity to build a team as well as another level and form of income. And of course, earn career cars. And we have a lot of fun and levels of personal growth and personal development. So I've absolutely loved building it over the years. All right, let's moisturize whatever line you're using. You definitely have a moisturizer. I'm going to be using the mattifying moisturizer as part of this Mary Kay skincare line. Again, a little bit goes a long way. I'm going to dot on my forehead, dot on my chin, dot on my cheeks, dot on my nose. Very good. And go up and out, okay? Moisturizer is truly key at any age and stage to keeping your skin looking healthy, looking young. When you see someone with too dry skin, you already know that's a problem. Just like we don't want overly oily skin, we don't want overly dry skin. So using a right moisturizer geared towards your type of skin is going to really help you get that perfect pH balance, okay? You guys, Mary Kay skincare line that you saw me use today, so nice and simple and easy. We did the whole line in under 15 minutes. You can mix and match any Mary Kay line with any other Mary Kay line. So if there's something you appreciated that you saw me use or you heard me talk about and you want to find out more or experience it yourself, maybe you tried this line tonight with me, but you're like, hey, I want to try the Time Wise, or given my age range, I want to try the Time Wise Repair, or, I want the man in my life or the men in my life to try the men's line. Connect with your beauty consultant. She'll be happy to get that all set for you. I've been so excited to be a little part of your birthday celebration. Anything you need to support your skin health now and through all the many birthdays that you are blessed with, connect with your beauty consultant and she'll be happy to help you with that. All right, everyone, have a powerful on purpose pink week. Thank you for joining.